Hello, what is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning into this episode of Sporkle on the Lots of Thoughts, a sports podcast YouTube channel. My name is Dylan, and we've done it in the past. The NBA Logic Puzzle is back. This is NBA Logic Puzzle 2.0. If you haven't watched the first video, it's a painful one. I'd suggest going back and watching it. This one is 30 teams in 30 slots, which is good because I struggled with one, was it the MLB one, where it was 30 slots with 32 teams. So this is a little easier, but still challenging. Last time I took several attempts to do it. See how long this one takes. Hopefully it's a shorter video than the last one. Okay. If you're not familiar with the logic puzzle, you figure it out real quick. It's not too complicated. If I could just move this like the slightest amount. 76ers. Okay. Teams whose states are part of the four corners are in the corners. All teams with Z's in their name are in this row. So in the top row are the Grizzlies, the Jazz. Is that it? Is it just the Grizzlies and the Jazz? Maybe. Okay. And then the teams whose states are part of the four corners are in the corners. Four corners are Arizona, Utah, New Mexico, and Colorado. Okay. So that's three teams. That's obviously because three corners left. Arizona, Colorado, and Utah. So the Utah Jazz, the Denver Nuggets, and the Phoenix Suns. Okay, so we know the Z's are in this row, which would be Utah Jazz. So Jazz. Boom. Okay, just like me, any team that doesn't end with the letter S is in this column. There's a hive in D2. Okay, so D2 is the Hornets. But back to the second part, or the first part, just like me, any team that doesn't end with the letter S is in this column. We have the Nuggets and the Suns both end with S. So we don't know where they are. Okay. Any team that doesn't end with the letter S is in this column. So that would be the Heat, the Magic, and the Thunder are in this column. Okay. Eastern Conference teams are touching in row A. Eastern Conference teams are touching in row A. So we know that the Grizzlies can't be here because you need the Eastern Conference team here. Okay. Does that help me? I don't think that helps me. Are there other teams that start with Z? I might have to look at the list of NBA teams just so I can reference. I'm going to do that. I'm going to pull it up on my other monitor because I feel like that's a key resource and I could write them all down, but I can prove that I know them if called upon, which I'm not going to do that today. Eastern Conference teams are touching in row A. So this is an Eastern Conference team. So I'm guessing what it is that there's one Eastern Conference team that has a Z in it, and there's not. Oh, the Wizards. So the Wizards, the Grizzlies. Let me see if there's any other team we're missing here. Lakers, Clippers, Warriors, Trailblazers. Okay. So now that we know it's the Trailblazers, the Grizzlies, and the Wizards, we know the Wizards are next to the 76ers. So Wizards are here. Makes sense. Province-based team is in E4. Province-based team, meaning like Ontario province, like the province of Canada. I'm going to guess that's what they mean. So that would be E4 would be Toronto, the Raptors, of course. Row F is in alphabetical order from left to right. Okay, left to right. So Nuggets and Suns were the two teams we had left here. So this will be Suns and this will be Nuggets. Every team LeBron James has played for is in the same row. Okay. The Black Mamba only played for B3, which is the Black Mamba, of course, is Kobe. So that's the Lakers. But that means that the Heat and the Cavs are in row B. The team I share an arena with is in column 1. So the Clippers are in column 1. Okay. Huh. I don't know that this is obviously getting me somewhere. Just like me, any team that doesn't end with the letter S is in this column. So that's the Heat and the Magic. And since the Heat were a team that LeBron was on, Heat have to be here. Boom. Column 4 is in pairs, where each team in column 4 is vertically touching one team whose name starts with the same letter as theirs. Oh my gosh. Column 4. Okay, so this is a team that starts with R. And then these two start with the same letter. These two start with the same letter. That's fun. I like that. That's cool. Okay, so since we know that these two are the Grizzlies and the Timberwolves, is there any other team that starts with G or T? G or T. Grizzlies, Timberwolves. Grizzlies, Timberwolves, G or T. G or T. Oh, I said Timberwolves. I meant Trailblazers, but it's Timberwolves and Thunder that could be here. There's no other team that starts with G. I'm going to run through it again. Cavs, Pistons, Pacers, Bucks, Hawks, Hornets, Heat, Magic, Wizards, Mavericks, Rockets, Grizzlies. So Grizzlies is the team that I'm talking about. Pelicans, Spurs, Warriors, Clippers, Lakers, Suns, Kings, Trailblazers, Jazz, Thunder, Timberwolves, Nuggets. Okay, so this is definitely the Trailblazers, and this is definitely the Grizzlies, because the other team that starts with the same letter as the T team has to go here. So this is either Thunder or Timberwolves, but we'll figure that out in a second. First, we know that this is the Grizzlies. Okay, it stopped at Grizz, which is funny. And Trailblazers. No California team shares the same row. That's fine. And D1 is a Texas-based team. So this is either San Antonio, Houston, or Dallas. Okay. No California team shares the same row. Okay, so we need the Clippers, the Kings, and the Warriors to be here, 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 here. That's not really helpful. I mean, in one of these four columns, it's not helpful. Okay, so we know that this is the Thunder or the Timberwolves. Do we know any other information on row 2? To get that? No. No. Okay. Every team LeBron James played for is in the same row. So the Cavs are somewhere here. The Magic and the Thunder are here. The Magic and the Thunder are here because they all don't end with S. They both don't end with S. So that means that this can't be the Thunder. That means this has to be the Timberwolves. Boom. D5 had to be relocated as a result of Hurricane Katrina. That'd be the Pelicans when they were the Hornets, moved from New Orleans to Oklahoma City. Chris Paul playing in OKC. I remember that. Okay, so that's the Pelicans. They're back home now, but with a new name. Yeah, okay, so the Pelicans, D5. Boom. My temporary home is now the permanent home of the team directly above me. So the Thunder would be here because my temporary home is OKC, which I mentioned. So that's the Thunder. And then this is the only other team that doesn't end with S, which is the Magic. Boom. There are exactly 2 teams in column 1 whose city starts with the same letter as the row they're in. Whose city, column 1. So city starts with the same letter as the row they're in. Okay, we could do some elimination. It's not E. We know that D is a Dallas-based team or Texas-based team. So this could be Dallas, but we'll leave it for a second. What team names start with C and B? Brooklyn, Boston, could be B. Cleveland or Chicago. Can't be Cleveland because Cleveland's got to be one of these two. Chicago, it could be. Okay, this is not going to really get me anywhere. There's a lot of C teams. Charlotte. Okay. So we know the Clippers or the Cavs are here or here. Let me think. I have a feeling this is the Mavericks. I have a feeling this is not the Celtics or the Nets. I think that this is Charlotte. I don't know. I don't have anything or Chicago. And I think that this is Dallas, but I'm going to leave it for now because I don't know that for sure and I don't want to redo it. Column 4 is in pairs where each team in column 4 is vertically. So this is a team that starts with R, right? That's got to be a very limited list. Bucks, Pacers, Pistons, Cavs, Bulls, Celtics, Nets, Knicks, 76ers, Raptors, Hawks, Hornets, Heat, Magic, Wizards, Mavericks, Rockets. Okay, could be the Rockets. Pelicans, Spurs, Lakers, Clippers, Warriors, Suns, Kings, Trailblazers, Jazz, Thunder, Timberwolves, Nuggets. It's got to be the Rockets. Boom. Splash Brothers made their name while playing for the team in row C. So row C has the Warriors somewhere. Okay, hear me out. So if we know that this is the Warriors somewhere, that means a California team cannot be in the same row. Let me make sure that that's somewhere in here. I'm pretty sure that was somewhere in here. No California teams share the same row. So the Clippers have to be here or here. If they're here, then this could be Charlotte and this could be Boston. And so that doesn't make sense. No, they can't be here because this is a Texas-based team. So if the Clippers can't be here because the Warriors are in this row, they can't be here because the Lakers are in this row. They can't be here because this is a Texas-based team. They have to be here. Michael Jordan's teams are in the same column. That's the Wizards and the Bulls. The Wizards are already on the screen. So the Wizards are here. So the Bulls are somewhere in this column. Okay. The Bulls can't be here because these need to be in alphabetical order. Row F needs to be in alphabetical order from left to right. So the Bulls are in one of these three spots. Let me see. Just like me, any team that there we got that. No California team shares the same row. So the Clippers are here. The Warriors are somewhere in row C. That means the Kings either have to be. Ooh, my timer's going off. Kings can't be here because this is an alphabetical order. So the Kings have to be in this row. I don't know that really helps us. They can't be here because there's no other team that starts with K. Oh, there is the Knicks. This could be Kings and Knicks. Well, let me see. Let me see if I can figure out this pair because I should be able to. If one of the teams is the Celtics, the other team can't be the Cavs because we already said they're here because of LeBron. Is there any other C team? The Clippers already on the board. Can't be the Celtics. Okay. Could it be the Nets? Is there any other team that starts with N? This is a long process of elimination. And Nuggets. We already have them on the board. Okay, not the Nets. I should make a list that I cross out. I might do that. I'm going to do that. So I'll join you back in a second. Okay, I'm back. I'm not sure why this is so much smaller than it was. I hate these ads on Sporkle. They really make the product hard to enjoy. Okay, well, I guess that'll have to do. Let me see. So teams that I'm trying to figure out what these two teams are. You can't see the list that I'm eliminating here, but I'm eliminating the 76ers, the Wizards, the Grizzlies. They're in alphabetical order by city, and this is not fun. The Trailblazers, Portland Trailblazers, the Utah Jazz, Miami Heat, Minnesota Timberwolves, Los Angeles Lakers, Oklahoma City Thunder, Charlotte Hornets, New Orleans Pelicans, Los Angeles Clippers, Toronto Raptors, Orlando Magic, Houston Rockets, Phoenix Suns, Denver Nuggets. Did I forget anyone? No, I didn't. Okay, so we're left to a few teams: Atlanta, Boston, Brooklyn, Chicago, Cleveland, Dallas, Detroit, Golden State, Indiana, Milwaukee, New York, Sacramento, San Antonio. So these are teams that have the same starting letters. We have the Knicks and the Kings. We have the Cavs and the Celtics, but the Cavs have to go up here. And that's it. Making sure we have B, C, H, and C. You already got the Celtics and the Cavs. M, P, W, P. Oh, the Pacers and the Pistons. Could be the Pacers and the Pistons. Dang it. So we're looking at either Knicks and Kings or Pacers and Pistons. Okay, we got to move on. That's frustrating. Column 4 is in pairs. Already got that. Just like me, any team that doesn't end with the letter S is in this row. No California team shares the same row. So the Warriors have to be here. Since they're not here because we just talked about those pairs. They've got to be here, here, here. If they're here, that puts Boston or Brooklyn and Dallas here. That's easy enough. But that's not necessarily the case. Michael Jordan's teams are in the same column. The Bulls are somewhere in this column. Man, What am I missing? My temporary home is not the permanent home. Column 4 is in Paris. D5 had to be recorded. Team I share arena with. D1 is a Texas-based team. So we have the Rockets down. The Spurs. This is either the Spurs or the Mavericks. You know what? I'm running low on time. I'm going to have to throw it out. Mavericks, cool. An interstate rival of mine shares this row. So the Spurs are in one of these two spots. They got to be here because it's not the Pacers or Pistons. It's not the Kings or Knicks. So here has to be, what was the team I just was talking about? Interstate rival was the Spurs. Oop, I'm not typing anything. That leaves the Kings to go here or here because they can't be in the same row as the Clippers, as the Warriors, or as the Lakers. I think this is Kings and Knicks, but I don't know for sure. So I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it. Black Mama only played for B3. Splash Brothers made their debut in row 4. So if this is the Kings and Knicks, then the Kings has to be here and the Knicks has to be here. Meaning the Warriors still could be here. Yeah, this is not helping me. No California team shares the same row. D1 is a Texas-based team. Man, what am I missing? Eastern Conference teams are touching in row 8. Got that covered. Interstate rival of mine shares this row. Got that covered. My new home is a temporary. My temporary home is the new permanent home of the team directly above me. Got that. Row F is in alphabetical order from left to right. So the Kings can't be here. That's what I just found out. Row F is in alphabetical order from left to right. So Kings can't be here. Can't be in the same row as the Clippers. Can't be in the same row as the Warriors or the Lakers. This has to be the Kings, which would mean this has to be the Knicks, rather. No teams that start with B are in column 3. No teams that start with B. So the Bulls are not here, which I knew already. The Bucks are not here. Let me eliminate the Kings and the Knicks and the Spurs off my list. 3 last teams in alphabetical order based on city. That's funny. Okay. No team that start with B are in column 3. Okay, so the Bulls are not here. Oh, not here, right? Because I knew the Bulls were in the same row as the Wizards because the Michael Jordan thing. And then who's the other B team? That's it. Okay, well, that doesn't help us a lot. So the Bulls are somewhere in this column. The Warriors are somewhere in this row, and the Cavs are somewhere in this row. We didn't get a lot further than I thought. There are exactly 2 teams in column 1 whose city starts with the same letter as the row they're in. So it's either B1 or C1. Well, C1 we're down to, if we know Chicago's here, we already got Charlotte. We already got Charlotte on the board. Oh my gosh, and here I was counting it this whole time. Charlotte's already on the board somewhere. For sure, I crossed it out. Yes. So this can't be Cleveland or Chicago. If this can't be Cleveland or Chicago, this has to be a B team, which means then this has to be the Cavs. The team we beat to win our first championship is in this column, which is the Warriors, which we know is in row C. So we'll put the Warriors there. We know that this is a B team. We know the Bulls are here, but they can't be here because the alphabetical order thing would be ruined. What teams are after the Nuggets in alphabetical order that we don't have? So we got the Bulls. We got the Cavs. Got the Mavericks. Got the Warriors. Do we get the Bucks? Okay, so the Bucks won't fit. The Pacers would. Pistons would. Nets would not. Celtics would not. Hawks would not. So this is the Pistons and the Pacers. And since they're in alphabetical order, we know the Pacers are here and the Pistons are here. We could still get this. Running low on time. New York-based teams are in the same row. Since there's only 2 slots left here, Knicks. So the Nets have to be here. That means the Celtics have to be here. The Nets are in one of these 2. Who do we have left? Column 3. Man, we're so close. We have all the California teams. So we got the Pistons, got the Pacers. So we have the Hawks, the Bucks, and the Nets. Hawks, Bucks, and Nets. New York teams are in the same row. So the Nets are here. D1 is a Texas-based team, no California team. Man, I'm so close. Splash Brothers, New York teams, Black Mamba, Michael Jordan teams, interstate rival of mine shares this row. Got that. Row F is in alphabetical order. No teams that start with B are in the column 3. Nets, Bucks. So the Bucks can't be in column 3. So they got to be in this. That means the Nets have to be here and the Hawks have to be here. We did it with 17 seconds to spare. Holy crud. That was intense, but we did it. Wow. That was the smoothest logic puzzle we've had on the channel. If you enjoyed my competence in this case, feel free to click the subscribe button down below. It's red. It's beautiful. There's a little bell next to it. It might not be red, by the way. YouTube's had an update recently. I've been told it's in some places it's gray, or if you're on dark mode, it's white. So whatever color it is, it says subscribe. So click that and click the little bell next to it. That's pretty easy. It's bell shaped, no matter what color it is. And it'll notify you whenever a new video comes out on the channel. So you can be first to the Lots of Thoughts, a sports podcast content. I really appreciate you tuning into this video and watching so far. Near 20-minute video, 20-minute plus now. Thank you very much for watching it. I hope you enjoyed and have a wonderful rest of your day.